never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but...
Today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. A quick throw, but incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game maybe more than any other on the schedule because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Waddle the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll get this to about the 38. You talk about this Miami defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing his Lance on third down. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Dolphins at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Allen. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. That feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Achane once more. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And Lance going to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Working from the gun, Lance. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is right there. It's good. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Lance now on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 3. And Lance now to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Lance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. This one caught by Davis. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, Lance. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Allen off the play fake. On the move to his left. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
A final shot before half for Allen. Out to his left. And he floated one out there incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Jamison Williams, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Desmond Ridder with a couple of touchdown passes.
That was luck, bro.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll run on first down. Win. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. 2nd and 9. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Oh, God.
Pushing his way through. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Meanwhile, Lance's throw brought in by Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. It's complete to Diggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Lance looking to throw it. Right side to Watson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this one is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one good for 24 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now Lance. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the down, and advance the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lance going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Green. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lance again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Desperation time here. Lance. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Bills now down by 15. A minute 44 to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. On 1st down, Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the... And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a fifth down at their own 20-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring.
There he goes, right side, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. He might take this all the way. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Lance. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Lance. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This is Harris. To decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Miami, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the